Okay. So you said that your mom came from a big family and that she was a hard worker. And what kind of work did she do?
She was a crane operator. She was working on construction, the high sky building. That's where she worked.
And how long did she do that for?
I think she did for a while, and she loved it because when you go up there, there is like a by herself, and she even could do some craft, you would say, in the spare time.
That's pretty good.
And obviously, she never had fear of height.
Really? Are you scared of heights?
No.
But yeah, me too. Me too. So if your mom was if she was a crane operator, what did your dad do?
He was a welder on construction as well.
And how long did he do that?
30 plus years for the same company until he retired.
And then what kind of family did your dad come from?
Oh, but it was really hard because he was born before World War II started and he was 3 years old. So I don't really know much about his father because he was killed during the war. But his mom, my grandma, I'm not really sure what job she did because we never discussed it at home. But I know they had a very difficult life. And my father, he was the only son in the family, one boy and girls in the family. So I had 3 of my aunts I met in my life. But one of his sisters, who was named Olga, she was older sister, and he was telling that he really loved her and he was attached to her so much. But unfortunately, she passed away during the war because she was ill and the starvation going on. So she was a young girl back then. And when my father grew up, got married, and first thing he told my mom, even before she got pregnant, that if it's going to be a girl, it's going to be Olga.
And were you named after her?
I was named after her.
Let's see. And then you talked about how he had brothers and sisters. So how many kids were in his generation?
In his generation, he was the only boy and 3 other aunts, so three sisters, so it's 4 of them. And he was the oldest one.
So there's 4 kids total, right?
I think so.
4 kids total.
The 4 kids I'm aware of.
And is your dad the youngest, or is it the oldest?
He was the oldest one.
He was the oldest. And what about your mom? Because you said, did she come from a big family?
She came from the family of 14.
14 kids.
So it was 9 boys and 5 girls in her family. More boys than girls.
And your dad was raised by a single parent, right?
My grandma, I don't really know if she remarried, but I remember when I met her before she passed away, maybe a couple of years. There was a gentleman in her life. I don't know about their status. I was too young to ask any kind of questions.
Do you know
I was 13 when she passed away. So
do you know about her mom, or about your mom, about if she was raised with a single parent?
No, they were not raised by single parents. My grandma was talking about her parents, about her mom and her father, who was actually arrested during the, recession time in Russia between 1932 and 1937. I think it was like some time of repression or something. That's how we call when regular citizens would be called enemy of the state, and government would come and arrest them for no reason, even like some men would say, oh, he does some kind of suspicious walking. And he would be arrested for nothing, and millions of people were arrested and killed by the government. And my great-grandfather was one of them, unfortunately.
So who in your family would you say you're the closest to?
When I was growing up, I was close to my father. I was his baby girl.
Did he call you baby girl?
No.
No, but you're just his baby girl. So how many siblings did you grow up with?
Back then it was 3 brothers and 1 sister.
And then how many are there now?
6. And 4 brothers and 1 sister still.
And still just the 1 sister.
Yes.
So would you say your family was really close?
I think we are very close.
Even today?
We love to get together. And every time we are getting together, my laughing muscles are hurting, seriously. And I'm getting more wrinkles because I have to laugh and hold my face. Make sure I don't have any wrinkles because I'm laughing too much.
I've never heard that before. So, how often do you guys get together?
Every occasion we have, every single holiday, we love to get together. And when we get together, we're always laughing, just making jokes and just kind of having a good time. It's summertime, you camping a lot going also on camps.
And then, where does most of your family live?
In Washington State, I would say, except my baby brother, he moved to California. He said it's too much rain here. He likes to have sunshine around himself.
I see. Well, who would you say like really runs the household in your family? Is it more of your mom or is it more of your dad?
When we were growing up, I think both of our parents were running, but my mom tried to tell us that father is authority, the head of the family, just to make sure everybody have like some kind of order. And father was authority figure. Even he would come home and just say one word, and would do whatever he says. But he never was abusive. He was really good father. I think I was blessed with that. Good parents.
And you said he wasn't abusive?
No, he never. Even like some parents maybe would verbally abuse, saying, "Oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid." My father would never say such a thing. He would always call us by the proper names, like Olga or some Anna, or where is your sister? Where is Anna? That's my sister's name. But he would never call it otherwise, any bad names. Even he would be in bad mood, but he would never call us anything else.
So who were you closest to in your family?
Right now,
When you were growing
when I
up?
was growing up, that's kind of difficult because it was a boy, girl, boy. It was an age difference between us. It was kind of difficult. It's like, but I think it was my middle brother. I was close to him.
Your middle brother.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said that you were your daddy's little girl. So is there anything that you and your dad really shared that made you connect so much?
I think he was, whenever he was going to different places, he would take it, me to different places, and I was meeting with many different people. I knew all his friends, and I'm always what. My aunt also lived in the same city. He would always come and visit her. I'm always going with him. I was like a little child.
Were
It
there
was
any
special.
Were there any activities you guys did? Like, did you cook together or anything like that?
I think you're skiing at winter time together.
Skiing really got you guys close, huh? And then as a family, did you guys go skiing?
We were skiing a lot actually, since it had too much snow.
Yeah, you guys do have a lot of snow, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of values did your family have? Like you said your family was really close and that your dad or your mom said that your dad was in charge. What about like religion? Did the family have like a religion value?
Yes, I would say that, but back then we were not supposed to be talking about religion freely, since it was a government issue that should be no religion. And my mom told us not to tell anybody that we believe in Jesus Christ.
So your family, are they Christian?
Yes, we are Christians, and I even remember there was a broadcasting overseas. There was like a special radio we borrow from the neighbors. To buy for ourselves, it would be too expensive, so we borrow and we would listen all this Christian broadcasting secretly, so nobody would know about it. It's very interesting. We knew what time it was going on broadcasting, so we would come and listen. So what they were saying, lots of kids' stories, lots of preaching. It was interesting music.
Well, what was the schooling like when you were growing up? Because I know it's different in Russia than it is in America.
Schooling was interesting. We were going to school 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
6 days a week. And the school was finished in 10 years. In the US, it's like 12 years. And like here you can see, oh, there is like a no school day, some kind of teachers conference. We never have that.
Never had it for 6 days a week, no matter what. Huh? Did you ever have snow days?
You kidding? We had snow 9 months a year. A snow day.
And then if you finished, after you finished high school, what happened?
It depends what people prefer. Many of them went to a higher education, went to universities. Some of them were going to work. And there was also like